Continuing now with Halachot of Kiddush, there's a famous discussion in Halacha. We understand that the concept of doing Kiddush, meaning sanctifying Shabbat, is a mitzvah mideoraita. Like we explained, it says, Zachor Tiyom HaShabbat Kadesho. Zachor, how do you remember Shabbat? Through words, through doing Kiddush. The institution of saying Kiddush on wine is only rabbinic. Now what about if we look before the Kiddush, in the Tefillah, in the Arvit of Shabbat, we also have a similar beracha to that of the Kiddush. In the Tefillah of the Arvit, we say, Baruch Atah Hashem Mekadesh Shabbat. That's the same formulation, same ending as the Mekadesh Shabbat that we say in Kiddush. So therefore, many poskim say that from the letter of the law, the biblical mitzvah of remembering Shabbat, of doing Kiddush, we actually fulfill in Arvit when we say the bracha of Mekadesh Shabbat. Now there are a few questions. One of the famous questions is, but we know the Gemara Pesachim says that in Kiddush you have to mention Yetziat Mitzrayim in Kiddush. So if you look in our Kiddush of Friday night, when we say it on the cup, we mention Yetziat Mitzrayim. Versus in the Tefillah, there's no mention necessarily of Yetziat Mitzrayim. So a few answers they give is, one, maybe that whole institution of saying Kiddush and mentioning Yetziat Mitzrayim, mentioning the story of Pesach, maybe that's only rabbinic. Or you can say that no, in the brachot of Kriyat Shema and Arvit, we already mentioned the mitzvah Mitzrayim. We mentioned the story of Hashem redeeming us. That's in the Birkot Kriyat Shema of Arvit. So those are two answers they want to give. But nevertheless, the Halacha explains that really from the letter of the law, we fulfilled our biblical obligation of Mekadesh Shabbat, of sanctifying Shabbat, in Arvit when we make the beracha. That's an important halakha to understand, and there are ramifications that we'll speak about maybe in upcoming days. Next halakha is, what about Kiddush of Yom Tov? We're speaking right now at length about Kiddush of Shabbat. Kiddush of Shabbat. Does Kiddush of Yom Tov have any similarities? Is it biblical? Is it rabbinic? So there's actually a machlokes poskim, and there are some poskim that want to argue that Kiddush of Yom Tov is only derabanan, meaning the idea to do Kiddush is a rabbinic institution and not like Kiddush of Shabbat, that is deoraita to mention Kiddush of Shabbat. Nevertheless, many poskim disagree and say no, even Yom Tov and Shabbat are synonyms, if you want to call it. The Gemara says that Yom Tov is called Shabbat, Shabbat is called Yom Tov. So therefore, the Kiddush of Yom Tov would also be Kiddush of like Kiddush of Shabbat, that is biblical. And in that case, regardless of the fact, women would also be obligated in the Kiddush of Yom Tov as well, because they are obligated in those commandments as well. A few halachot about Kiddush. Have a wonderful day.